Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Peace Visuals channel. So in this video I want to be taking us on how the flood fill tool works in Affinity Studio. So the flood fill tool is used to fill in areas of your pages or selection or objects with a single click or tap. Now in this flood tool bar, we also have another tool which is the flood fill tool, which is the fill tool. Now the fill tool fill in shape areas with solid gradients, arch or bitmap fill. Now let's right on to the fill tool first. Now this is how the icon of the fill tool looks. Now this is the content. Here is where we have the content. We can either fill the area in or fill the stroke in. Now this is the type. We can either make it solid, linear, elliptical, that is circle, radial, conical, merge, bitmap, arch, and so on. And this is the pigment blend. Now so where you have the color and all of that, this is the gradient, and this is the arch pattern, and I think we have a color picker. Yeah, so we have a color picker. This is your color picker, and that. So here is, I think this is the rotating. You can choose to rotate the color wherever you want it to be, and this is the reverse, and here is where you maintain the aspect ratio of the image, and here is where you anchor to the document. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive right into this. So we're I'm gonna be bringing in a shape, yeah, for the background, and then I'll literally go back to the fill to here and then click on it, select the color I want over here, let's say blue or let's say green rather, and make it a little bit deep, and then pitch from here and drag it over here. So this now is coming in a gradient type of, yeah, guide. Click here. Now here is where it's selected, so I can choose to edit the color from here, right? You see that? And I can choose to edit this darker part to a more darker part. You see that, right? And I can choose to rotate or bring it down as I want it to be. I can choose to bring this one over here, or choose to bring this like this here, right? So this is how it works. Now I can make it, it's actually a fill now because it's filling all the whole area. Now I can choose to fill the stroke, just only the stroke, right, if I want, and I can choose to fill my area. Now it's already in a linear path. I can make it solid like this because now it's solid. I can make it elliptical this way. I can make it radial, yeah, and I can make it conical, yeah. So this is how the conical one works. Look cute, right? So it just rotates the conical area the way you want it to be. Depends on you. I can make it a merge. So this is how a merge looks like. So it looks like, and you can choose to edit the lighter part how well you want it to be. Depends on your choice. Yeah, depends on your choice. Now I can choose to make a bitmap, to fill it in as a bitmap by putting in an object, an image or whatever. I can choose to make it an arch. Yeah, I can choose to make it an arch here. So So this is how an edge works. This is how it works. All right, so moving on back, right? So this is the rotating. You want to choose to rotate it either way. You want to choose to rotate it either way, right? So it's rotating, right? Yeah, you want to choose to line with it either way you want it to be. Just line with it this way. Either way you want it to be, right? That's for the arch, right? And this you can choose to go back. Riddle, this is the blend. This is the blend part of it, right? Either way, you just play around it. So this is the this is all this is all what you need to know about the fill tool in Pixel Studio. And then we move back to the floor fill tool. Now on the floor fill tool, you choose your you choose the area of your page's selection or object with a single click, right? You can choose to click this up. Yeah, choose to fill it right there and put it in there. And choose this with just a single click. With just a single click, right? Now you can choose to make it glow or in a pin light. Yeah, I think this is tolerance. You can choose to brighten it to 100. Yep. Yeah, so you can choose the current layer. Either you want the layer to be below or layer beneath it, or any way you want it to be. You can choose the add and mix. You can just choose the blend mode on the image, right? And then that is that for that. See you in my next video. Bye.